Hi friend, in this video we will be discussing about switch statement in PowerShell. So let us start the video. So the question is, when should we use switch statement? So if we have multiple conditions, in that case we should use switch statement. Switch statement is equivalent to series of if statement, and compared to if statement it is simple to use. In switch statement we will see list of each condition, and with each condition there will be code of block associated with it, and whichever condition is true, then particular block of code will be executed. And since switch statement is very similar with series of if statement, and here we will understand what is the difference between switch and if statement. So if we have multiple conditions and we need to use if statement, then it can be very tedious and lengthy. But in place of if statement, if we are using switch statement, then evaluating multiple conditions will be easier. In if statement, so wherever the condition is matched, so respective code block only will be executed and control will be exited from the code. But when we use the switch statement, it will test all the condition although it is matching with the any of the condition. So because of switch statement, it will be possible to match test value with multiple conditions. And here you can see the syntax of switch statement. So first of all we need to write the switch keyword, and these all are parameters used with switch. So if we want regular expression, then we can use hyphen regex. If we want wildcard, then you can use hyphen wildcard. If we want exact match, then we can use hyphen exact. And by default these parameters are case insensitive. So if we want to make it case sensitive, then we have to use one more parameter called case sensitive. And after that, in bracket we need to write the test value. So it can be any variable or direct string. And switch statement can also be used with file. So instead of passing the string, we can straight away give the file name and in which lot of strings available, and we have to write the code block inside curly bracket. And here either we can use string or any number or any variable, or we can also use any expression. So whichever it matches, for particular match, particular action will be executed. And we can also repeat this line. And at last, if none of the condition is matching and still we want some output that is by default, then we can use one keyword called default. And for the respective default, the action task will be executed. So this is the switch syntax. And now let's explore about each of these parameters. So first if we talk about regex, so this will use the regular expression matching, and this also should be using with string. So if match is not a string, so this will be ignored, and this is by default case insensitive. And after that we have wildcard. So it will be matching the condition with wildcard string, and if the match is not a string, then again it will also be ignored, and this is also case insensitive. After that we have exact. So it will be matching the exactly if the variable is string, and if it is not a string it will be ignored, and this also be using case insensitive by default. And after that we have case sensitive. So all these parameters are case insensitive by default, and we want to make it case sensitive, then we will have to pass one more parameter called case sensitive. So it will be matching only case sensitive, and if again the clause is not a string, again this will be ignored. And at last we have file parameter. So instead of passing the value, we need to pass the file. And if we have passes multiple files, then only last one will be used. And each line of the file will be read and evaluated by switch statement. And this is also case insensitive. And now let's try some examples on this. This is first example we are going to see. So it is basic switch statement. So here we have not used any parameter with switch. Simply we have used switch, and after that we have passed variable here. I have created one variable called $day, and in that one I have assigned value 3. And in code block I have written number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and with each of these numbers I have written expression. So in that one I have printed some message for a particular day, like this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday, likewise. So every time this is executed, so this will be checking which of these number is matching. So wherever this 3 is matching, so respective expression will be executed. So now let's execute this code, and you can see here, since I have given number 3, so 3 will be matched here. And as soon as 3 is matched, so respective expression will be executed, and in respective expression I have written the day is Tuesday. So we got message the day is Tuesday. Now let's move to the next example here. So in this one we are using default keyword. So if none of these expression is satisfied, then by default this expression will be executed. So again here I have created one variable called $x. In that one I have assigned value 3, and 3 will be coming here with switch, and it will try to match 3. So nowhere it will be matching 3. So that is the reason all these 3 expressions will be skipped, and by default expression will be executed. So now let's execute this one. So here you can see, so the expression what we have written under default, the number is not equal to 10, 50 and 100. Same message has been printed over here. So this is example where we have used default in switch. Now let's move to other example. Here we will be seeing how we can pass multiple input with switch. So in previous example you have seen I had passed only single value here, but in this example we are using 2 values. So both values will be matching and respective expression will be executed. So first it will be matching 4 here. So after it is matching 4, and next time it will try to match the second value. So the respective expression will be executed. So if I execute this code block, and you can see it here that first we got the message it is 4, means it had executed this line first and then it executed this line. So this is how we can use multiple input in switch. Now let's move to other example. In other example we will be using break with switch. So if we want that after single match it should not try to match other expression also, so in that case we will need to break the loop. So to break the loop we will have to apply break statement. So it will keep trying matching, and wherever it matches it will print this message, and after that it will break it here only. It will not try to match any other lines here. So if I execute, so I have got here it is 3. So in switch statement, although it will try to execute other lines as well, but since we have written break, so that is the reason we have got only one time this message printed. And now let's move to other example. So in this example we have used parameter called case sensitive, and with case sensitive I have written one string called hello that is in uppercase, and this will try to match both of these things, but only second one will be matching with this. So respective line will be executed in this example. So if I execute this code, you will be seeing that only this line has been printed. So if I remove case sensitive, then both the things will be executed. So you can see here that both line has been executed. And as soon as I put case sensitive once again, so only one line will be executed, that is uppercase. So this is how we can use case sensitive parameter. Now let's move to the next example. In this one we have used parameter called wildcard with switch statement. So in wildcard we will have to write some portion of the string, and in that one we will have to use that star or some wildcard characters. So again this string will try to match with all these lines, and wherever this wildcard will be matching, some portion of this string will be matching, so the respective line will be executed. So if I execute this one, so you can see here that this line got executed. That's too many. So this is how we can use wildcard parameter with switch statement. And in the other example we have used parameter called regex. So in regex we have one URL, and we will try to match this URL using a regular expression. So these all are regular expression here, and in first one we are trying to match some FTP. So this path should be starting with FTP, and after that we are trying to match starting with some word with .com or .edu, .org. It is kind of email ID because we have used here at. So some word at, again some word, after that either we can use .com or .edu or .org. So these all word should be ending with, and here it can be ending with any of the word. And after that we are using starting with HTTP. So S either can be there or it cannot be there. So this is 0 or 1. So it should be starting with HTTP, either HTTP or HTTPS. And we have put entire thing into bracket so that we can extract particular value here. And again we have used slash here, and it should be ending with any of the word. So now let's try to execute this one. So you can see here that we have got this message printed. So in this one, so this is nothing but PS item, and the value of the match will be written over here. And after that we have got other string like is a web address that uses, and in this one we are using the first match, and as soon as it found, it will be broken. And to fetch the matches one, we just use the small bracket here. And same thing in PS item we have used target, so the target again will be replaced by this one. So this is how we can use regular expression with switch statement. Now let's move to the last example, and in this one we have used file parameter. So I had created one file under this path, and the file name is servers.txt, and in that one I had just written some lines, and now we are trying to match two things here. First is server 1 and server 10. So whichever line is present in servers.txt file, so the respective line will be executed and we will be getting output. So if I execute this one, so you can see here, since this is present in this file, so that is the reason it has been matched and we got output like server 1 is in the file. So wherever it is matching, so the particular line will be replaced with this one, and after that we got the message, and we have put foreground color green, so the message will be printed in green color here, so you can see it here. So this is how we have explored various example with various parameters in switch statement. Now let's move to other part of this topic. And now we have completed this topic, and to summarize, we have learned about switch statement, we have seen syntax of switch statement, we have also learned about various parameters used with switch statement, and at last we tried some hands-on example on this. So I hope this was helpful to you, and that's all in today's video.